Welcome back to the Stade Pierre de Coubertin for finals day here at the Onyx French Open. Two wonderful finals so far, and the next final, the women's doubles, should be equally as good, because we have the reigning world champions MATSUMOTO and NAGAHARA up against the European champions Gabriela Stoeva and her sister Stephanie. Well, as far as the race to Guangzhou standings are concerned, the top two will remain the same. But the world champions who are in today's final, Matsumoto and Nagahara, currently at number 4, they will go up to number 3. The semi-finalists from here, last year's champions actually, Polly and Rahayu, will go up 2 places to number 5. But the big question is, where will Gabriela and Stephanie Stoeva go? If they win or lose today's final, they will go up to number 8 on that qualifying list for the HSBC BWF World Tour Finals in Guangzhou. Well, as far as the draw is concerned, by quarterfinal stage, there was 3 pairs from Japan, 2 from Korea. So just 5 different nations involved and only 4 seeds, 2 in each half of the draw. By semi-final stage, there was just 3 seeds, 4 different nations, and that's not happened at any of the HSBC BWF World Tour events for 9 consecutive events since the Malaysian Super 750 event. So with the Bulgarian pair getting through against last year's beaten finalists in 3 thrilling games, the longest match of the tournament so far, we have a perfect scenario with the Stoeva sisters in their first ever tournament final at this level of tournament. The European champions against the world champions in today's women's doubles final. Players wait in the wings, waiting for the countdown, that 10-second countdown to their invitation to emerge into this wonderful arena and into the spotlight for the start of the final. The world champions, MATSUMOTO and NAGAHARA. Appearing today in their 5th final this year in their 12th tournament of 2018. And so, to the European champions, Gabriela and Stephanie Stoeva. No wonder there's such an ovation for them. They reside now in Paris, train here in this very city. And I have to say, the crowd here in Paris have been huge supporters, and always are, of all European players in the tournament. So the mascots are invited to leave, and the first job of our umpire Christoph Osbold from Germany is the toss of the coin. This, the 3rd meeting between the 2 pairs, and the previous 2 have both been won by the world champions Matsumoto and Nagahara, and both won, incidentally, in 2 straight games, including that last occasion, which was the semi-final of the China Super 1000 event. Well, for years, Europe have relied on Camilla Yule and Christina Pedersen to fly the flag for European women's doubles, and it's absolutely delightful to see another European pair emerging at the very highest on the world stage. Mayu Matsumoto is 23 years of age from Hokkaido, the northernmost of the main 4 islands, and she and her partner are currently enjoying their 5th week at number 5 on the world ranking, their highest ranking ever. 22 years of age, so younger than her partner, but also born on Hokkaido Island. And as I was telling you, they will go up to number 3 on the race to Guangzhou, but they will get an invitation anyway because they are reigning world champions. Now, as far as their matches are concerned, well, first 2 matches both won in double quick time, and then in the quarterfinal against Zhang Ye-na and Jung Kyung-eun, the pair who had put out the number 1 seeds, Fukushima and Hirota. And then in the semi-final, they defeated last year's champions, Grecia Poli and Apriani Rahayu, again in a very one-sided match. So to Gabriela Stoeva, 24 years of age, the older of the 2 sisters. Her sister Stephanie turned 23 last month, and they are currently number 11 in the world ranking, although they did spend a total of 8 weeks at number 9. Making their 5th consecutive appearance here at the French Open, and the best that they had done previously was 3 years ago when they reached the quarter-final stage. So this is a huge step forward as far as their careers are concerned. What a match in the quarter-final when they beat the reigning Olympic champions, Misaki Matsutomo and Ayaka Takahashi, in 2 straight games. 59 minutes for a match scoreline of 21-8, 21-16. Then in the semi-final against last year's beaten finalists, the number 7 seeds, Lee So-hee and Shin Sung-chan, they came from 6-12 down in the 3rd game to win in 1 hour and 34 minutes. The longest match of the tournament, and quite frankly, one of the best matches of the tournament so far. So we had a brief look at the coaches for the world champions, Park Ju-bong and Kai Nakajima. We also saw our court officials. I had mentioned Christopher Oswald, the umpire from Germany, and Susan Taylor from Australia is the service judge.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Gabriela and Stephanie Stoeva, Bulgaria. And on my left, Mayu Matsumoto, Nagahara, Japan. Gabriela Stoeva to serve to Mayu Matsumoto. Level, play.
A good opening rally.
Yep, just as well get used to it.
Yeah, well put away in the end by Mayu Matsumoto.
Yeah, but it was that lift that did the trick. Completely caught Gabriela, and then Stephanie had to come back and cover her.
Service over.
Well,
1.
the Stoeva sisters making history today because they are the first pair from Bulgaria ever to contest a final here. And there was a player who was in the women's doubles final from Bulgaria, Petia Nedelcheva, but she was playing with a Russian partner at the time, lost the final in 2010. So history being made today by the Stoeva sisters.
Service over.
Yeah, and Petia was a really strong player at the time. She was playing well. Equally good in women's singles.
Yes, All England semi-finalist, I believe, one year.
That must be long.
Well, the Stoeva sisters have beaten the Olympic champions. If they were to beat the world champions in the same tournament, I think that would go down really as one of the best series of results of any European badminton pair for some considerable time. Clearly in.
Yeah. Service hold called. Continuous motion.
Not a continuous motion, two motion
2, 4.
of the
That's
racket
unusual.
there. That's very unusual.
Yes.
Well, extraordinary to think that the world champions became the world champions before they had even won a Grand Prix gold title, let alone a Super Series or a World Tour title. And in fact, before they had even made the Uber Cup squad. And the Uber Cup, Japan Uber Cup team, who won the Uber Cup this year, took 3 pairs to the Uber Cup finals in Bangkok.
Not them.
And not them.
Yes.
It's extraordinary, isn't it?
One has to say it was a major upset when they won it in Nanjing in early August this year. But they played an awesome tournament at the World Championship, and they fully deserved it. But it is very impressive, as you say. They played lower tier tournaments and still made it to the World Championship, and then they won it. But here they have already done quite an impressive start, the two Japanese, because no other pair so far against the Stoeva sisters have been able to put shots away as what the two Japanese have been able to do 7-3 up in the first game.
Yeah.
And that could give a complete different complexion to this match.
Service over. 4-7.
Well, one of these two pairs will make further history today because no women's doubles pair from Japan prior to this year had even reached the final since the inception of the Super Series. So if they were to win, they will become the first pair from their country to win the title here, and no European pair has ever won the women's doubles title here since 2007. Service fault called again, double motion. Not one continuous forward motion of the serve.
Yeah, once again, double motion. The coach is asking the player to get an explanation from the umpire.
Well, unless she changes her service action.
Yeah, she's going to be faulted every single time.
Shuttle has gone. It's all wobbly.
Yeah. That's out.
Yeah, well left.
Service over. 9.
But I have to say, Morten, I mean, I've been watching this Japanese pair a number of times this year and several times last year as well. I don't ever remember her being called a fault for a double motion before.
No, never. Never seen it.
Missed it.
Yeah, but can you remember when we talked about it yesterday with the Korean pair, Shin and Lee? The front player was not active enough and not really intercepting well enough, because a lot of shots from the Bulgarians is going towards the back line. And you need to bring the front player further back in order to intercept. And if you look at the two Japanese here, the front player is standing a lot further back and has already intercepted so much more.
Yeah,
and
great analysis there, Morten.
And that's why it became a match 1 against 2 yesterday, and Lee, so she cramped eventually.
Yeah. Yes, landed in.
So it's over. 7-10. Service over.
Nice change of pace, good drop shot there. And it's a 4-point advantage for the world champions here at the mid-game interval of the opening game.
And trusts Matsumoto to do it. She is very tricky.
Seconds. 20 seconds. Coaches. Coach, please.
Well, the umpire was asking the coaches to leave. I don't think they could actually hear the umpire with the music in the background.
Oh, it's very loud.
11-7, play.
Yeah. I remember when we were watching the World Championship final, I think it was, or maybe it was Indonesia as well, where this Japanese pair reached the final. And certainly you and I were discussing the creativity of Matsumoto.
Yes, at the World Championship in that final, she was the one really sticking out. She was playing some very creative shots.
Yeah.
Here once again.
Yeah.
See what I mean?
That
She's backing up.
movement back.
Yeah.
So she can intercept that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Watch her movement here. She's in the right-hand side of the court as we look down, and then she moved to the left and was moving out at the same time.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's in again, but this time we have a challenge.
Challenge is called in.
And I think she's pretty convinced.
She is, because she's holding on to the shuttle.
Yeah. Body language-wise.
Oh, no, it was in. Line judge got it right.
Unsuccessful, 1 challenge remaining. So it's over, 8-13. Play.
It's out.
Yeah.
And we have a challenge.
Now we have a challenge from the STOEVA sisters.
Yes, Stephanie's calling it. I think she knows she's not right. But let's see. Let's see what Hawkeye has got to say. Sometimes we do get surprised.
No, it was out.
Challenge unsuccessful, 1 challenge remaining. Service over, 14-8, play.
Dear
Service
me.
over.
Well, she was so conscious about her serve and the fact that she's been faulted twice, now makes a service error. Oh, what
that's
a
a
great
wonderful
defense.
shot. Doesn't get much better than that.
10-14.
Whipped it across court. Oh, that's delightful. Who is it again playing the winning shot? It's MATSUMOTO.
Yes. She saw the gap and she played it, but see the shot. It was such a sweet sound to it, the way that she caresses it and plays it. Good surprise.
Sixteen, 10.
Oh yes, done it again. That forehand drive defense from STOEVA.
11-16.
Does she play that with a backhand grip?
Yes, it's reversed. And she did that first time too. Same shot. The front player really have to be awake when they attack STOEVA. She is playing some awesome drives in her defense.
Service over. 17-12.
Now let's watch this serve. Last time she served an error, I think. Well, certainly no double action of the service there that time from MATSUMOTO.
12.
And try again. Look here how she's moving out, moving to the left. If the shuttle is coming straight, partner Nagahara is moving forward, but she's moving out to the left and giving space.
Great rotational play.
Yes, and then interception, and then, of course, that really good angle shot.
Nineteen, 12.
Oh, my goodness.
It was well played by Nakahara.
Yeah, good rally.
And really good placement of that last smash.
20, game point, 12.
By
Okay.
Nakahara.
Game.
Really well placed to the forehand side.
Game point opportunities.
Service over.
First game point as well saved.
13, 20.
Looking to do something with the defensive shot yet again. Matsumoto, but this time finding the net.
40, 20.
Yeah, this time on their third game point opportunity, the world champions Mayu Matsumoto and Wakana Nagahara close out the opening game 21-14. 19 minutes for that opening game. And some long, hard rallies. Mikhail Popov, their coach. So the players just about ready for the start of this second game.
Level. Play.
Yeah, well played. And it really is quite extraordinary to me that apart from the world title, the only other final that this Japanese pair have won this year was the Spain Masters, which was a Super 300 event. And I suspect they entered that before they become world champions.
They did.
Oh, string's gone.
Yeah, string's gone. Well, one has to say that Nagahara is really working well from the back of the court. She's injecting a lot of pace and power in those smashes and is really doing some damage to the defense of the two Bulgarians.
What a good rally. Oh, that's a super shot.
It was. It's out.
Yeah.
And once again here we see the rotational act that these two Japanese are doing. And look at that, it's suddenly Matsumoto that's working from the back, not like yesterday where it was only one person from Korea that was working the whole time. Taking turns.
Yeah, good smash. It's a very interesting point, Morten, because so we believe that Matsumoto is the more creative of the players. I think the Japanese coaching staff want Nagahara to become better at the front of the court because they've teamed her up with Hoki in the mixed doubles.
In the mixed doubles, yes.
And in fact, they reached the quarter-final here.
They're doing better and better.
Yeah.
Service over. 4-1.
Oh, that's a nice one, but it's going long.
So it's over.
She was really, really holding that clear for long. And if we get it in slow motion, we can see how Gabriela is moving forward. She's getting caught. She thought a block shot would come, and then that punch clear. It's going far out on the back line.
Three, 4.
That was the rotational play again that you were talking about, Morten. Oh, look at that, that's super. Absolutely super from Matsumoto.
5-3. over.
Well, a couple of errors at the start of this second game from Matsumoto.
Yep, I counted 3 so far.
Yeah, just loosening up her shoulder.
It's long.
5-all.
Deflected by the net cords.
6-5.
And that kept the shuttle in. Yeah, that's where she has improved on her front court play.
5.
Nagahara.
Interesting that Gabriela chose to take the challenge at the net rather than just lifting it.
Yeah. Just going back to that point, Morten, when you say interesting,
8-5.
are you really implying wrong decision? Should have just lifted it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nine, 5.
4 straight points. Oh,
look
my
at that.
word.
Look at that.
That's a great shot.
That what makes them so good is this complete surprise shot. Look at that.
Such an angle. And as you say, Morten, totally unexpected.
Totally.
I suspect that might be the longest rally of this second game so far. Oh, and again, a little moment of magic from Mayu Matsumoto. And the world champions go to the mid-game interval on a run of 6 straight points to have a 6-point advantage. 11-5.
Seconds. 20 seconds. Coach, thank you.
So this, I sense, is make or break time as far as the Bulgarian pair are concerned, because I think that the world champions are playing exceptionally well at the moment. So what, Morten, do the Stoeva sisters need to do to try and turn this around?
I don't think they're successful in the defense, in the sense that the attack from Matsumoto and Nakahara is so good that they still score. which means that they kind of have to go into the attack. They have to try to do something.
Yeah.
We also saw that Coach Park Ju-bong was saying to Nakahara, be strong when you're intercepting at the front. You could see how he was acting and say, you know, rack it up, be ready, move, and intercept. So here it comes. Yeah. And that's what I mean. They're not winning like this. They have been winning the whole tournament like this. But these two players from Japan just have a complete different agenda.
Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah.
Play that shot, go for it, move in, see if they can put some pressure on it.
6-30.
Well, that had been a run of 8 straight points.
But that's good interception by Stephanie. And that's what I'm advocating, that's what I'm looking for.
Oh.
That's one of the worst shots in the tournament, I think.
Well, that's a little harsh, Morten.
It was not even close.
Yeah, well judged.
Service over. 14-8.
Oh, yes. Good net shot from Gabriela. That one. Longest rally of the match so far.
9-40. Service over. 15-9.
Goes down as another service error.
It must have been pretty close. See, that's paying off a lot better now for the Bulgarians when they are on the attack. And Stephanie has won, I think, 3 rallies at the front now.
Wow, that went over. What a shot.
11-15.
That's what you call perfection. Yeah.
It's over.
So the fact that the Bulgarians can't cope with the attacking play from their opponents, and yet they've beaten the Olympic champions in the quarterfinal stage by defending. So in other words, if I'm interpreting this correctly, you're saying that the world champions from Japan have a better attacking game, more penetrating attacking game than the Olympic champions.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
12,
well spotted.
16.
That's a delightful drop. Yeah. And there's that movement, that willingness to move at the front of the court rather than just standing and waiting for the opportunity, making the opportunity.
Yeah, that's good work.
Service fault called.
Service fault now called
Service
on
over.
Wakana Nagahara.
13-17.
Well, this all of a sudden has become very, very interesting indeed. And it is the change of tactics that is...
It is, definitely. But this is a quite big opportunity for Matsumoto, and she missed that one.
Just 2 points in it. Yeah, good rally first. The Japanese pair had all the attack, and then in the latter stages, it was the STOEVA sisters who were hitting in a downward direction. 56 shots. These rallies are getting longer and longer.
Play.
What a drop shot on probably the most important rally of the match so far. An outright winner from Mayu Matsumoto.
18,
That is
16.
just delightful. Yeah, good serve.
19-16.
2 points away from the title. Yeah, well taken. Alert at the front of the court, Gabriela.
17-19.
That shot is played by Matsumoto from a too low position, but it's really well covered by Gabriela.
Well, I can tell you, Nagahara was just putting her palms down towards the floor as if to say, calm down, calm down.
Definitely. The pressure is on.
Yeah. 1 point the deficit.
Goes out.
And now 2 match point opportunities for the world champions against the European champions. Well saved. Both the Japanese players drawn into trying to play the defensive shot. Clash of rackets and therefore the error.
90-20.
Yeah, on their second match point opportunity, the world champions MATSUMOTO and NAGAHARA take the French Open title. Their first World Tour title of a Super 500 or above. After 2 times losing in Super 1000 events, now the world champions have a major title themselves, and it's here at the French Open, the Super 750 event.
Match won by MATSUMOTO, NAGAHARA, 21-14, 21-19.
Umpire confirms the scoreline, 42 minutes for the victory. Their 3rd title of the year, to go with the World Championship title and the Spain Masters Super 300 event in Barcelona. Well, although the STOEVA sisters unable to win today, they have had the most magnificent tournament, beating last year's finalists, beating the Olympic champions Matsumoto and Takahashi. And it is, I'm sure, a tournament they will remember for a long, long time. But today, the world champions showed why they are the world champions. Good attacking play, aggressive hunting the shuttle at the front of the court, and at times doing totally the unexpected and making it count. So the number 5 seeds, Matsumoto and Nagahara, were the champions, I think, Morton, in today's final.
Yes, they are very worthy winners of the tournament. I think they have played outstandingly, and today as well, it was a solid performance. All credit to the 2 ladies in yellow, I think, as you said. What a wonderful tournament they've had. They have really shown that European badminton in women's doubles is on its way back. And it was just a tall order against the Japanese combination today that played so well.
Yeah, I concur. But the Japanese flags are flying in celebration of that women's doubles victory.
This following this award ceremony, we would like to give a round of applause to the technical officials of this final. Pour débuter cette cérémonie, notre collègue merci de faire une ovation aux officiels techniques de cette finale. Merci à eux. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the finalists of this women's double tournament.
So both pairs are invited back into the arena for the prize presentation. For Matsumoto and Nagahara, the first pair from Japan to win the French Open title since the inception of the Super Series in 2007, and the first Japanese pair to win here for 15 years since Iwaki and Taimi in 2003.
The prizes will be presented by les prix sont remis par Laurent Bernimont, Head of Communications for all Crickets, and Florent Chaillet, President of the French Badminton Federation. Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the NX French Open Women's Double Tournament.
Le finaliste du double dame des Yonex International de France.
Représentant la Bulgarie, from Bulgaria, Gabriela and Stephanie Stoeva.
What a week they have had. Gabriela and Stephanie Stoeva beaten in the final today, but they have had a memorable tournament. Presented by Laurent Bernimont. The trophies that they will treasure, as this was their first ever tournament final at this level of events.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the French Open's Women's Double Tournament.
Mesdames et messieurs, le vainqueur du double dame des Yonex International de France de badminton.
Du Japon, from Japan, MATSUMOTO, Wakana, Nagahara.
Mayu Matsumoto and Wakana Nagahara, the world champions, the French Open title to their growing list of achievements. Presented by Florent Chaillet, the president of the French Badminton Federation. And he congratulates the beaten finalists as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, show your appreciation to the winners and the runners-up of the Yonex French Open.
Et merci s'il vous plaît de faire une nouvelle fois une ovation aux vainqueurs et aux finalistes de ces Yonex International de France.
The award ceremony is now over, and in only a few minutes we'll start the women's single final.
La cérémonie protocolaire est désormais terminée. À venir dans quelques instants, la finale du simple dame.
Well, as they pose for the photographers, we can look forward to our next final in its women's singles. It's a repeat of last year's final with the defending champion Tai Tzu Ying, the world #1, against Akane Yamaguchi.